Are you a beginner in full stack development and feeling overwhelmed? Do you wish to go back in time and start this all over again with a clear path forward? Well, you're in luck because in this video, I'm going to give you the key to success. I'm going to share with you the top strategies for mastering full stack development and overcoming the most common challenges that the developers would face in this journey. So let's get into what they are and see how we can apply them. Here's the thing, trying to learn all at once is a recipe for disaster. You'll get confused, frustrated, and might even want to give up on your journey to become a full stack developer. Full stack development can seem overwhelming because it has many different technologies, right? It has backend languages, front-end frameworks, backend frameworks, communication methods, databases. Oh my god, it's a lot. And the key here is to break down all of these into smaller and achievable goals. For me, that meant starting with the front end. So start with the front-end language and then a front-end framework, and once you've got a good handle of front-end, you can move on to the back-end. Start with the back-end language, back-end framework, and then the database. So I can take it one tech at a time and really deep dive into each tech. By focusing on one tech, you'll not only gain a solid understanding of that particular technology, but you'll also build up some confidence in yourself. And trust me, you'll need that confidence in order to tackle advanced concepts. So don't try to rush things. Take it one step at a time and you'll be a full stack developer in no time. Now I know it can be tempting to dive straight into building complex applications, but if you want to become a full stack developer, you need to start with the basics first. And by basics, I mean HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You need to understand how these work together in order to help you build a functioning site. Don't spend too much time on CSS, you can always improve your design skills along the way. Trust me, starting with the basics will make your journey a lot easier. But if you jump straight into advanced concepts without mastering the basics first, you might end up lost and frustrated. Whereas if you build a strong foundation, you'll find it much easier to learn advanced concepts and technologies. And when it comes to full stack development, JavaScript is the star of the show. It's used in both backend development as well as front-end development, which makes it a versatile and powerful language. And once you learn JavaScript, front-end frameworks like React.js, backend language and frameworks like Node.js, Express.js is easy for you now. Plus, it's one of the most popular programming languages, so there are tons of resources and communities available to help you learn and improve your JavaScript skills. So start with the basics, master JavaScript and build some projects to reinforce your knowledge, and even before you know, you'll be on your way to becoming a full stack developer. And the next tip is the most important one. Trust me, nothing can beat the feeling of building something from scratch and watching it come to life. It's like a baby. You nurture it, face the struggles, and see it grow into a beautiful website. After mastering each new technology, I started with small projects and built my way to more complex ones. Landing your first full stack development job can be challenging, especially if you don't have any experience. So, one way to overcome this is by building a portfolio of real-world projects that demonstrate your skills and expertise. There are also other ways like participating in hackathon, contributing to open source projects, and taking up freelance work to build your resume. For example, when I started out, the first thing that I did was to build a portfolio site, and when I finished learning React.js, I built a React application and added that to my portfolio site. When I learned about databases, I increased the complexity of my application by adding database communication. I built so many other projects as I was learning each new technology and added all of them to my portfolio site, and I used this portfolio to showcase my skills during interviews. Let me tell you, this approach worked because I landed my first full stack development internship in US, which later got converted to full time. So thanks to my portfolio of projects. So just don't stop after learning each technology. Build a project and test your skills. Don't be afraid to face any difficulties because that's where the real learnings happen. There are countless virtual communities where you can connect with other full stack developers, ask questions and get feedback on your projects. So these communities can be found on platforms like GitHub, Stack Overflow, Reddit, among many others. So imagine being a part of a group of enthusiastic developers who are passionate about the same things as you are. It's like a win-win situation. You can post your project, get feedback, you can give your own feedback, and you learn a lot more when you participate in such communities. Alright, let me be real with you. The world of full stack development is constantly changing with new technologies and frameworks coming up faster. So it's essential to keep your skills and knowledge up to date. However, this tip is not for beginners because as a beginner, you need to concentrate on the basics first, like learning one popular framework in front end, one popular framework in back end before exploring new options. For example, when I started out, React.js was the only framework I knew in front end and Node.js and Express.js in the back end. But as I gained more experience, I added other frameworks along the way. Here's the deal. Companies don't rewrite the entire code as and when a new framework comes out, right? So it's essential to concentrate on some popular framework initially and later add some trending text to your experience. But how do you stay on top of all the trends and decide which one is worth your time? Well, one way is to read industry blogs, and then you can also join relevant social media accounts or join virtual communities where they share knowledge and tips on the latest techs. And there's also webinars and conferences that you can attend. And my last tip is to celebrate every small win on your journey. Learning full stack development can be a roller coaster ride with lots of ups and downs, but don't let the challenges get you down. Stay positive and celebrate every small achievement. Take a moment to feel proud of what you have achieved and share your journey with others on social media. Maybe your progress might inspire someone else to start their journey. You can also consider hosting your projects on free hosting sites and showcase them on platforms like LinkedIn. This way you can not only show off your skills but also attract potential recruiters and employers who are looking for full stack developers. By having a positive attitude, working hard and being open to learning and growing, you can become a successful full stack developer. I hope you found these tips useful and let me know in comment section which tip you like the most. Also share with me other useful tips that helped you, and let's meet again with another video. Bye.